Every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden gives us great advice for do-it-yourself home improvements. Today, he shares some gift ideas for Valentine's Day.
Well, Valentine's Day right around the corner on Tuesday, and some people stress out about that. And there's so many things that you can get. I know everyone, and it's great. Roses are great and flowers are great. But how about the local garden center? There is so much in a local garden center where you can do something kind of unique. Maybe put a nice little array of organic seeds together. These are kind of cool. This is like it's a takeoff. It comes with a little herb, like this is a mint, so it has everything to grow the mint, and it's a mojito kit. So then it has everything in the recipe to make a drink. So kind of a fun little gardening thing, but gardening and starting seeds this time of year when it's kind of bleak. Check out these things. These are like this is a little recycled pot, so you mix this in with the seeds, but they're just a little, there you go, right there. You plant it just like that. So a nice little set. Or garden greens. This is a complete kit that has it's got basil and cilantro and some different microgreens in it. Everything you need right there. Kind of a cool thing that you could mix in maybe with a little plant, a little tiny rose, something that is going to continue to live. So there's a lot of cool things in a garden center. So they're all over. Even a nice pair of pruning shears. You have to be a little careful about buying your wife maybe a tool that works, but a fine pair of shears, not bad. Or a personal item, a nice pair of gloves. I would skip the things with flower prints on them, but a nice pair of leather gloves, very cool. So there's just tons of stuff in garden centers. And for guys, the same thing. Yeti is still as hot as can be, but maybe, all right, you've had it with Yeti. This is the standard 20 ounce. Maybe something different, like this is one of the jugs, or what they call a low ball, a different size. So there's different things like that. Probably not knives. That's probably not a good idea. Cookbooks. There's nothing better than a cookbook. And this is even, I kind of passed that over, but this has been a very popular size of a Yeti cooler. Now here, what for a guy I think is the coolest thing right here, we carry a line, and I know a lot of other stores do, of beer. This is beer soap. There's beer candles. There's beer hot sauce. How about that? Check out what this says for this, the beer candles. It says, lathers well and smells a lot better than you'd expect. All right, maybe you don't want to go to work smelling like beer. All right, back to the plants and the garden. Herbs, picking up some fresh herbs, a little bit of basil, and do a little array, and maybe plant them put a little effort into it. Very simple, really pretty inexpensive as well. A combination gift, a nice bottle of wine. Then you can pair that with a plant nanny, a couple plant nannies, which is when you're going on vacation, you just shove this down in a house plant, not with wine in it, with water once the wine bottle's empty, and then it just kind of seeps out through the clay and will, take care of your plants while you're gone. Pretty easy. Special gardener's lotions, soaps and lotions for gardeners. It makes a nice gift. Down here for the youngins, the kids, I say, the millennials, everybody still loves, the succulents craze still continues. Everybody loves succulents. And look at all the different things you can do with them. Put them in unique, this is like a little ball jar, a little canning jar with a little succulent in it. You can buy pre-made ones that most of the garden centers will have, stuff like that. So a lot of things. Oh, this is a little air plants is something else that's really popular. These guys are air plants in here. This is kind of a combination, and you just miss those every couple weeks, kind of take care of themselves. So there's a lot in a garden center, hardware store, home improvement store, so I don't want to take it away from the floors because I know it's a big day. So roses mixed with a little something, and for a guy, you can just get him a rubber mallet. He'll love it. A rubber mallet. Lot to have.
Some good ideas there. Who would have thought we'd be talking about Valentine's Day with temperatures like they were? We hit, what did we hit yesterday?
66 degrees was the high.
Is that a record?
27 degrees above average. It was not the record.
Okay.
The record was 75, set back in 1999.